Hello everyone. How's everyone doing? We are gonna watch the Teyvat Interlude teaser, that one. Gonna watch that. Let's get the trailer. But it does. Okay, the tree. I want to know, is the tree facing the monster, that big huge tree? Looks like it though.
This world has always been so. Life abides no reason,
Oh?
for none are born by their own consent.
Wait, what?
Death abides no reason, for it cannot be defied, even by those who see it coming. Time abides no reason, for it deprives us all equally, yet brooks not a second to be reclaimed. Space abides no reason.
Oh?
The ruler of space stopped the golden-haired twin travelers and mercilessly tore them apart.
Is this the traveler? Well, why did the space god destroy the tree? Oh! What just happened? The goddess of death?
The beer... No. This looks more like Rhine-daughter's doing.
What's going on?
Please don't litter other people's spaces with your bizarre creations.
Huh?
Unsurprisingly, all life here has been rendered unstable, tainted by the ruler of space. I have seen enough to know that repeating this experiment would be fruitless. You seem to wield my power as if it were nothing but a plaything for your amusement. Although merging with you has stripped me of agency, I shall still continue to voice my disapproval. My dear Rhine-daughter, you have my respect, Nibirius. Your nagging is one of the only things that can get under my skin.
Wait, what? I know that they've got two sides, but... Well,
And
what?
you, Istaroth? Why did you bestow history upon them?
Wait, what?
I had to find some way to pass the time, did I not? After all, it's clear that Asmodee is not here.
Asmos Day?
Well, perhaps you could share your input a little earlier next time. But you're right. There's no trace of Asmodee here. Where has she gone? Anyway, it's time I put this space out of its misery.
What is Asmos Day? Is that the space one? So we got the creation, we got death, and then we got time. And space.
These meetings are just a formality. Does it really matter that only 3 of us are here?
I, for one, think that we should find her. Since the heavenly principles cast us as shades, not one of us has ever missed a meeting.
What if
So Asmos Day is the space.
she just switched sides?
Oh?
Finding her would do more harm than good.
Now there's an interesting idea. Better than being devoured.
Just switched sides? You make it sound like such a trivial affair. We are shades, shadows of the heavenly principles. It's unthinkable. Unless... She loves her new master more than her own self.
Wait, what?
Ranova, do you know that you're being watched?
By whom? Whose gaze could pierce this far?
Wait, what? Who is... Oh,
I
him?
remember those eyes. It was just before I placed the curse of immortality.
Wait, what? Wait, did she apply some curse of mortality on him? Oh. That explains his longevity. She's the goddess of death. Is she not?
Ah, yes. He's an old acquaintance of mine. I'm sure that working for the Tsaritsa has helped him let go of his past obsessions.
Wait, he's
The
the
Cryo Archon. With her paltry powers, she dares set her gaze on the heavenly principles.
Wait, what?
The heavenly principles have yet to awaken.
What?
If I were her, I wouldn't pass on that opportunity either. My dear Rhine daughter, you know I cannot allow you to think that way.
Oh, Abeda's mother.
It was purely hypothetical, Nibirius.
For lack of a direct order, I say it's time we intervened. Of course, to the extent permitted by the rules.
Permitted by the rules? So they're in the shade. Where's he been?
The gaze of the gods has always been considered a blessing. Hence the origin and meaning of visions. People have always yearned for the gaze of the gods. And yet, it is said that when mortals look directly upon the gods, they invite their wrath and retribution. And what of it? Lives will be lost, a nation brought to ruins. So be it.
Areas.
It is nothing I have not endured before. I already know the price of gazing upon the gods. So tell me, what is the price of killing a god?
Why?
The god stays silent, as if the thought had never once crossed his mind. To all those who dare not look up to the heavens, Her Majesty the Tsaritsa says this. Behold. Even the gods have their limits.
Even gods have the limits? Oh? Is this a... It looks like a ship.
Inspection over. Return to your posts.
Make sure the Frostmoon Scions don't pose a threat.
Per the Pale Star Edict, we are to retrieve the damselette from Nod Cry, whatever it takes.
What? Why is... What happened to a damselette? That's a question I want to know. What happened to damselette? Okay, that poses more questions than answers now, doesn't it? So why did the space god turn? And who's the master of that goddess? And since we partly met, is it where we partly met the goddess of death in that land? She gave immortality. Does that mean the jester? If I'm correct, is that the jester? Does that mean he is an immortal? We know that he's immortal now. It makes me question who he is. Because he knows the goddess of death, but also the goddess of creation, Rendor. What did he get is involved with them? How did he get involved with them? That's the question I want to know. And why is Damselette in Conrad that needs to be retrieved? Is she in trouble? And what happened to the heavenly principle with the space goddess? Why did she turn? That leaves us questions than answers, does it not? We do know that the three goddesses are still looking for her. But then I really want to know the one thing. Okay, let us look back. This is the goddess of creation. Wait, that's not goddess of creation. Goddess of life. Goddess of death. Goddess of time. And goddess of space. I want to know what happened to her. That's the one thing I want to know. Why did she attack? Why? Does she see something as a threat? Don't know. So we know that she created Albedo, the dragon, and she's under Alice's little coven of mages. But Goddess of Death made a deal with a couple people for immortality. It makes me question what did the Goddess of Time did? She sent us to all I know is that she sent us into 2 different times, which I feel like she's hiding something else. Ooh! Does Paimon relate to the Goddess of Time, but not like as in like she's the Goddess of Time? I mean, as her, how can I say it? Like like a servant of the Goddess of Time. Oh, that'll be interesting. Cause she's still up in the heavenly principle, the god of time. What if she has little servants, or like a little part of her? Oh, that'll be interesting. What if by sending the traveler back to the twin travelers to forward and backwards? What else did she do as well? Is she the one who gave us Paimon? As like a little guardian, so like a servant or a guardian or something like, I'm hoping that would be it. But yeah, at least we'll find out, right? We'll find out a bit more when it comes to Ragnarok, surely. And what is Snezhnir and the Fatui planning? It has to do with the sky. I think. Ooh! I have a theory. Is the Fatui and the 12 harbingers going up into where the heavenly principles by creating a device that will make them go up? Ooh. Anyway, more things to find out later, and more lore that makes it more interesting.